Good morning guys, I hope you're all doing okay. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to today's video, an exciting one, at least for me anyway, because I'm still in the kitchen as you can tell, and today's the day, well the next 2 days are the days the flooring's getting done in the kitchen. It's gonna make the biggest difference. And then after that is literally finishing touches. I am working today, but the guy is coming over to do the, I want to say it's latex for the floor to basically get it all to one level. So that's what's happening today. And then tomorrow, the actual floor is going down. I just wanted to jump in here because I have just ordered my HelloFresh box and I want to thank HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. I have just been raiding my cupboards and look how many HelloFresh recipes I've saved over, well, I'm pretty sure I threw a load out and this is just like over the past few months. I am obsessed with HelloFresh. I love it so much. I talk about it every single week in pretty much every single vlog. Whether they're sponsored or not, I absolutely adore HelloFresh, without a doubt. I'm going to talk about it a little bit more later in the video, but I just wanted to let you guys know that they are sponsoring today's video. I'm super grateful. Can't believe that I get to work with such an amazing brand that I've used for over 2 years myself. It just makes it so easy to eat like really delicious meals that you just would never cook yourself. It all gets delivered to your door in a box. It's just, what more could you want? And with a discount code, it is so affordable, which we all need right now. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for that discount a little bit later. So as I have mentioned before, we're getting sort of herringbone style floor. It's like a luxury vinyl tile. So we're getting that done. I'm very, very excited. I feel like it's going to complement the blue really nicely. But yeah, that is the plan. I'm very excited to share that with you in this vlog. I will do like a full before and after of the kitchen, but I feel like it's nice to keep you updated with like how the progress is going in real time, because sometimes we can look at these videos of like room transformations and renovations and think that it all just happens like straight away, and like everyone just has the money to do like everything all at once, which is obviously not the case for a lot of us. This has taken a while. My other half has been doing literally everything. He's literally done every single thing in this kitchen other than the floor. And that's the only reason he's not doing the floor, is because I really wanted the herringbone style flooring, which is apparently a pain to put down. And he was like, do we really have to do it? But I just really want the herringbone floor. So we're getting a professional in, and then it's going to be done within 2 days. Like I said, today he's going to put down all the latex to make sure that the sort of floor is all nice and smooth, and then tomorrow is when he's doing the herringbone style floor, so I should be able to show you super soon what that looks like. Once that's done, it is genuinely finishing touches. I've done a little list, of course I have, of all the things I left to do. So like we've got the plinths to put on the bottom. Obviously we can't put those on until the floor's on to know like the level they need to be cut down to. Washing machine door, we need to sort the window because the window needs some like PVC and a windowsill and stuff around it. Can you hear George? He's just in the other room watching telly. We're going to go to nursery in just a minute, but I wanted to film these little clips. It is very early in the morning, which is why I look like puffy as hell, but that's just me at this stage in pregnancy, I think. There's just a few bits, like we need to caulk and paint like a little bit between a couple of gaps, but most of the painting is done, as you can tell, which is really nice. We need to like silicone the hob, gloss the door frames around here. So these have gone a little bit yellowy, so we're just going to gloss those. And this door I'd like to replace to an oak veneer door from B&Q. That's pretty much it. And then I think it's to put the washing machine, obviously once the flooring is done, we can put the washing machine back in and then put the door on there. And then we can finally, and I say this in every kitchen updates vlog, take off the protective layer from the kitchen cabinets, because at the moment they've got like this sheen and they're all dirty and stuff, because we obviously haven't been cleaning them because there's no point, because they'll get dirty and dusty again. So once the flooring is done, all of this will come off. Actually, we've taken it off on one side already, and this is what it will look like. So it'll be like this matte colour. Again, we need to like tidy it up a little bit, clean it. Oh, and also this edging will get finished off. So there's like a thing called edging tape. Didn't know what that was. It literally took like 2 months to get delivered. So it still hasn't been delivered. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that come in next week, I think. I don't know why it takes so long for it to get delivered, but yeah. And then the kitchen will be finished. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are going to be some things that we want to do. Like, for example, we were going to have kitchen cabinets up here, but we thought we had so much storage, we really didn't need it. So we're going to put like rustic wood shelves up there and like style them quite nicely, with like hanging plants and maybe some like crockery, pottery, whatever, I don't know, nice things that we don't have yet. So those little bits and bobs will be like at some point in the future, but yeah, defo not in any rush. We just want like the actual physical kitchen to be done. But that's really around the corner, which is very exciting. But yeah, this is actually, as I'm filming this clip, it's my last week before maternity leave. So when you see this, I'll be on maternity leave, which is, I'm so excited. I'm very excited to not be working every day, to like focus a little bit more on getting prepped for the baby, obviously sorting the kitchen out, and also just like sorting final things like hospital bag and, you know, getting the baby stuff like all washed and like all that stuff, because it's soon, like it's soon. And the thing that scares me a little bit is because George came early at 38 weeks. We were induced, like I was induced with George, and hopefully I don't have to be induced with this baby, but you know, and that's just your only experience, so that's what you kind of are expecting. But yeah, so if that is the case, I'd only have like 2.5 weeks left before the baby gets here, which freaks me out. But I could also technically go overdue by like a week and a half, and that would mean I've got like 5 weeks. 5 weeks? Have I done that maths right? Probably not. But anyway, like I've got longer. So, you know, you just don't know, do you? So you just want to be prepared for all eventualities and all that stuff. Also, next week, I think, is when George's nursery hours get cut down. So I'm going from 4 full days, like 8 until, I think we pay from 8 until 6. I don't always like pick him up at that time. Sometimes I pick him up earlier. But we're going down to 8:30 till 4 for 3 days a week, because that's the shortest like full day that they offer at his current nursery. So that's what we're going to go down to. We're going to trial that, see how that goes. He loves nursery so much and gets so much out of it and burns so much energy and learns so much and like absolutely loves it. So he's definitely going to carry on going to nursery as much as possible. But obviously, if I'm not working, he doesn't have to be there until like 6 o'clock every night. And you know, it's just going to be nice to spend a little bit more time with him and him not be as knackered when he comes home, hopefully. So we're going to see how it goes 3 days a week on those shorter days. And yeah, that's what the plan is for now. And then when the baby comes, we're going to play it by ear, see how we all adjust as a family of 4/5, including Molly the dog. And yeah, we'll just sort of go from there. And also from September or August, Ash is leaving the army, so that's going to be a bit of a change to have him around all the time. Like, I feel like big changes are happening. I mean, I know that big changes are happening in like every aspect of life. I'm going on maternity leave, I'm not going to be working for the next year, brand new kitchen, husband's leaving the army, absolute dream come true, and I'm having a baby and gonna have 2 kids, and it's just a lot. Like, it's a lot, it's overwhelming, but oh my goodness, I'm so here for it. I'm so excited for literally every single one of those things. So yeah, it's just, we don't do things by halves, it's fair to say. We do things all at once. Last year we got married and moved in a matter of weeks, and then we got pregnant, and then this time we're just doing all the changes again. But I wouldn't have it any other way, and I'm very, very excited. But yeah, that is what's happening today. I will update you tomorrow when the flooring is actually going down. Exciting! Hello guys, it's a couple of days later now and the flooring is done. You can see it a little bit in the background. I love it, like so much. I'm so happy with it. Feels like a proper room now. Feels like what the kitchen will feel like when it's completely finished. I'm going to turn you around and I'm going to show you what the finished product is, but I just love everything about it. I love the colour, I love the style, it really goes with the cupboards, just obsessed. So let's show you. Okay, so this is the new kitchen floor. Ta-da! I love it so much. Oh my goodness, it is actually perfect. It's so nice. I never in a million years thought that I would have a kitchen floor like this, or any floor like this. Like, It's just a floor that I have absolutely been obsessed with for the longest time, and now it's actually in my kitchen, which is a little bit unbelievable, to be honest. At one point we did think we were going to take it through the entire downstairs, which we would have absolutely loved to do. We didn't do that in the end purely because of price, because herringbone is a lot of money. Like, it's really, really expensive. So to save on funds, obviously we've got the baby come in, and we've spent money obviously on the kitchen and everything anyway. To be honest, the only reason that we could afford to do the herringbone floor and get someone to fit it is because Ash did the rest of the work himself. So if he hadn't been able to do that, then we wouldn't have been able to afford to get my dream floor, which I'm very, very grateful for. So yeah, we would have loved to have had the herringbone going this way, like rather than this way, if that makes sense, like a chevron kind of style, going this way. We would have loved it to go through the entire house this way. So like going through the living room, the hallway and into the kitchen, but we got quoted like £3,000 or £4,000 for that, and it was just not, this isn't our forever house. If it were, maybe I would consider it. I mean, I wouldn't for £4,000, like I just couldn't justify that, but this space didn't cost anywhere near that. The materials and stuff for this space, I think it's like 15 square meters, cost about £500 to £600, which is quite expensive, but it's the luxury vinyl tile, so it's really hard wearing, durable, really easy to clean, and all that stuff, which are all things that I just really wanted for the kitchen, especially with having a dog and 2 kids almost. So that was the cost of like the materials, but then obviously with the labour on top of that, yeah, obviously the price like creeps up. So we decided to just do it in the kitchen, but I'm still very, very happy with it. The plan in the living room at the moment, let me just show you the living room as at present, because it's a bit of a state, can't lie. Or at least, maybe it's not state, but it's just like the carpet. You probably can't even see on camera, but it's just dirty. Like, there's just always stuff on this carpet, whether that's food, whether that's Molly hair, whatever it is. So obviously we've got the dining table in here as well, my many parcels and my prescription, pregnant life. But yeah, I'm working from in here at the moment when he was doing the floor. So yeah, this is the carpet in the living room at the moment. At some point we will just be putting probably luxury vinyl tile again down in the living room as well, but they'll be just like straight planks, because the herringbone is gorgeous, but like I said, it is quite you know, expensive. So we are just going to get like the flat planks in here, but I don't know when that's going to be, to be honest, because there's probably not enough time to get someone booked in before the baby comes. We also really want to get a new sofa, because we had this sofa for 5 years now. And yeah, oh yeah, this is like the plastered wall, which you need to paint and everything. It's quite a lot to do in this room, but to be honest, obviously we're focusing on the kitchen at the moment, so that has been the main focus, getting that all sorted, which is almost there. And then this room, I'm not really that bothered about it being finished before the baby gets here. Like, it was definitely the kitchen, because it just felt unfinished. It felt dirty because we didn't have the floor. It doesn't feel dirty anymore, which is amazing. But yeah, this is like a fine room for now, but it's just, yeah, stuff to be done, things to be painted, skirting board and coving and all that stuff kind of to be put on. But yeah, that's pretty much like everything in the kitchen finished, other than like little finishing touches like skirting board. So we've got like this window here, you can probably see. We need to, well, Ash needs to get some PVC for around here, get a new windowsill in. There are still a few bits, and I think we're getting some upstands along here. So we haven't tiled anywhere yet either, because we just weren't really sure what we were going to do with tiling. So we're going to get the upstands all along, sort of all along here, so that obviously that's all nice and sealed in and doesn't get all like wet and mouldy and stuff. And yeah, I think once all that's done, oh, and there's like this edging tape that we need to get. Well, it's been on delivery for like a month and a half, and I think it's finally coming this week. So yeah, getting that edging tape put on, which will make this part look like this part of the worktop, I think, anyway. That's the plan. And then of course it's just putting on the plinths so that you can't see the bottom like feet underneath here. And yeah, and then the final job, the job that I keep talking about, which I'm really, really excited for, is taking off the protective layer from the kitchen cupboards. Because as you can see at the moment, they're a little bit dusty, and obviously where there's been work going on, dust is accumulating. I didn't really want the doors to get ruined. Obviously you can see there's like paint and stuff on here from where Ash was painting, but obviously it doesn't matter because that's just gonna like have a complete layer of plastic taken off of it. But we have taken the plastic off of one of them here. So this is what the actual finished cupboard doors are gonna look like, rather than this, because you can see there's like a sheen on it. Here is completely matte, so that is exactly what, you can see that even the colour like changes, so that's what the cupboards are actually going to look like, and I feel like it just looks so good with the floor, and yeah, I just love it. I love it so much. But yeah, that is my little kitchen update for you. Today is actually my last day at work before maternity leave starts. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna log on to work for my last day. I don't really have much on, surprise, surprise. I'm just gonna do some final little handover bits, and then yeah, 1 year off to be a mum of 2. But yeah, I think I've got a midwife appointment tomorrow, so I'll catch up with you guys then, and then we'll probably do some actual cooking in the kitchen, in the new kitchen, this weekend. So I'll catch up with you all properly then. But yeah, see you later. Guys, I hope you're all doing okay. It's a few days later actually from when you last saw me, so there are a couple more kitchen updates to show you, but I've also had a really lovely like bank holiday weekend with George. We started potty training, which was fun. He is at nursery today though in his big boy pants, and he was dry all last night, which is amazing. Yeah, we're getting there, but it's only been like 3 days really. So yeah, hopefully by the end of this week he'll have like learned a little bit more, and we'll have fewer accidents, and yeah, it'll just get better and better, which I'm really excited about. I'm just having my iced coffee. This is so easy to make, and it's literally, well, you saw me make it, it was literally just like a little bit of like instant coffee that I just put a little tiny bit of water with to mix it and make an espresso. I used this foaming like frother, milk frother from Amazon, which I'll link down below. It was like a tenner. And then oat milk, and I made the nicest iced coffee ever. Like, it's just so delicious, so yummy. I have no sugar in this, but I have got oat milk, which is nice and creamy. But yeah, I had a midwife appointment on Friday, my 36-week midwife appointment, and then I've also got my 36-week scan today, which is just like additional growth scans that I'm having because George was measuring small when he was in my belly, although this baby is not measuring small at all. George was born on the 9th centile, but this baby's like measuring on the 50th, like so far anyway. But they're carrying on with the regular growth scans, which I'm obviously grateful for. It's always nice to see extra of them, isn't it? So that is what I'm doing today. I've got my HelloFresh box here. I had the most delicious meal. Actually, we've had 2 delicious meals over the weekend from HelloFresh, and I actually still have a discount code for them, which is 60% off your first box and then 25% off the next 8 boxes. I scream about this discount code all the time. I tell literally every single person I can about it because it's such a good deal, and HelloFresh, obviously, we all know and love the convenience of it, especially when I'm feeling knackered. I don't want to be going around the shop, especially with George. Over the weekend we had the crispy bacon and caramelised onion cheeseburgers, and let me tell you, they were so delicious. They were so yummy. Everything obviously got portioned up for us. It was all here on our doorstep, and we just made it, and we had no leftovers and no like wastage, which is just like what I love about HelloFresh. All of my meals for the week come in this little box, all of the fresh ingredients pre-portioned in these bags. It just makes everything so much easier, and I'm really looking forward to carrying on using it when I become a mum of 2, because let me tell you, it's already a madhouse here sometimes, so with an extra baby, I'm sure it's going to be even worse. If you wanted to use my discount code for HelloFresh, then I'll pop it up on the screen now, along with a QR code that you can use to scan. If you're watching this on the TV or something, you scan it with your phone, or I'll pop it down in the description box as well. Really, really easy, straightforward. You can pause, cancel anytime, but I promise you, you probably won't want to because I haven't in 2 years and I'm still loving HelloFresh every single week. And I'm sure that is going to continue once baby gets here, which I'm really excited about. I feel like it's just around the corner now, guys. Like, I'm 36 weeks now, but this is actually the week that I'm going into my 37th week, which obviously is full term. Like, how have I been pregnant for that long? I got pregnant in October 2022, and now it's 2023 and it's June. This is maybe my birth month. Well, hopefully it's my birth month, unless the baby is like really overdue. This will be the month that I give birth. Actually mad. Yeah, it's actually crazy, and I'm so glad that the kitchen is almost ready. Yeah, there are some finishing touches. I showed you a lot of it before, but we have actually taken the protective layer of film off of these cabinets here, so you can see the actual colour of them, and I just love it. We've also popped the dining table back in here. It was in the living room like you saw, but we only have 3 chairs as well because one of them broke. But yeah, this is where we're like eating our dinners and stuff at the moment. But I've ordered a new table and chairs. We made a decision, but it's not going to get here for like, I think 6 to 8 weeks was the lead time. So yeah, it's not going to be here before the baby gets here, but it's fine for now. That's doing us fine. But yeah, I can't wait until that gets here. But yeah, we're really, really getting there. Like, so much progress. But yeah, in terms of today's plans, like I said, I've got my hospital appointment where I get my scan. Hopefully that's all fine, and I've got loads of bits to do, just like unboxing some stuff and sorting out baby's nursery a little bit. I've obviously showed you like what it's looking like at the moment, and that is pretty much where we're still at with it. I just need Ash to take out the futon to the garage, and then we can put up the cot and like make it actually look like a nursery. We're definitely not going to decorate before the baby gets here because we're still focusing on the kitchen. But yeah, we're almost there in terms of like organising everything. Basically, we've got everything that we need, which makes me feel really happy inside. What I want to do is get my car cleaned, so when I go into town today for my scan, I'm going to get my car cleaned as well while I'm there, and then we can put in the car seats and everything like that, and then it will just be like ready for when I turn 37 weeks, and then like nothing else will like need to be done, and then I can get on like nesting mode and I can like clean everything. And yeah, it just feels really mad that we're at this stage already. Anyway, yeah, I can't lie, this last week hasn't been the easiest, like just pregnancy wise. Like I've just been really achy and really like run down, feeling really crap, which is why actually this morning I took the time, because I'm on maternity leave and actually have the time because George is at nursery. I took the time to like wash my hair, get ready, really leisurely, like put my eyelashes on. Sorry, the dishwasher and the washing machine are going, so I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm just gonna pop you up here. We're in the baby's room. There's so much crap behind me. This is literally all recycling. But there's no space in our recycling bin because your girl's been ordering too many things. But yeah, no, I've just been feeling like really meh this pregnancy, like this past week, and I'm sure it's going to continue. It's just quite hard, like generally on your body anyway, like being this stage in pregnancy, like heavily pregnant anyway. Add a toddler onto that, add potty training a toddler onto that. It's a lot, and I don't know why I chose this week to do it, but we've been putting off potty training, if I'm totally honest. And you know what, like he is ready and he wants to use the potty, and I don't want to miss the boat. So yeah, we'll be doing it. So no more nappies. Still using nappies at night time, like pull-ups at night time. So we're gonna maybe tackle night times at another stage. And actually, I was listening to the Happy Mum Happy Baby podcast recently. They had the potty training expert who actually made my carry potty, which is the potty that we've got for George for when we're out and about, on there, and that's what she said, like the method that she uses. So I'm just going to go with that and see how it goes. But yeah, like I said, George is at nursery today, so we will see how he gets on. I've packed loads of spare clothes and loads of spare big boy pants. So yeah, we'll see how he gets on. But yeah, like I said, I'm just in the nursery now, and I've got a couple of parcels that I think are baby bits, so I'm going to open them, and I thought I would share them with you as well. I've just opened some stuff up and it's a mixture between baby stuff and potty training stuff. So what have we got? Right, so for George, I've got him just the standard set that I always get him from Asda, Georgia Asda, of leggings. They're literally a 5-pack for £12 and just another pack of leggings basically, because he's got most of these like covered in paint and like various different stains and stuff at nursery anyway. So I've just got him some extra ones obviously where we're going to be probably going through some more like trousers and stuff on the daily. So yeah, I've just got him a few extra of those. Also from Asda, for when we are doing nighttime like training, potty training, I've got a few extra fitted sheets, single fitted sheets for his bed, 2 of those, and then I've also got mattress protector. We've already got 2 mattress protectors, but I got a third one, and then also just a new duvet set as well. This one's just like a rainbow set, which I thought was quite cute. On the back it's all spotty, so I think it's like reversible. But Asda do really good like quality sheets, and they're really affordable. I'm pretty sure these single bed sheets were like £3 or something like that, which is really good, and they wash up quite nicely and stuff. So I've got all of that ready for when we do go for the bedtime potty training. And then for baby, I did buy a few like bottle brushes and stuff like that just downstairs, not just like 4 bottles but also for my breast pump. And then I've also got a few bottles here, so I've got the smaller ones here for when I express and I can pop milk into that, and then I've just got some bigger ones just for like further down the line, just so that we've got them in stock. So I'm going to pop these downstairs. These are obviously the ones that baby will be using like initially, as well as like just off the boob. I don't really know how it's going to go, to be honest. Like I'm really like nervous about the whole breastfeeding thing. I know I've spoken about it a little bit before, but like I just don't know what I'm doing with it. So I just want to have everything that I need here, and then we'll kind of just see how it goes and yeah, play it by ear, I think. Then I actually grabbed a couple of weeks ago this baby carrier from a brand called Nagel, I think it is. I picked this up and I bought this from them. I thought it was really cool because it was magnetic, which is just, you know, an absolute win. Plus I really love the colour of it, and it's super soft, and I'm a massive fan of baby wearing anyway, especially being like a mum of 2. I can imagine it's going to be essential to have one of these. So I picked this up, and then they actually got in touch when they saw my video and sent me a load of other stuff for the baby, so I wanted to share that with you as well. The thing that I'm really excited about is this. So this is a baby sleep carrier. So it's like a baby nest that they can sleep in, but you can also carry it around the house, which I think is genius, because I think I tried to do that a few times with the baby nest that we had for George, and it just wasn't going very well. It wasn't very like safe to do so, whereas this is actually made for that. So I'm going to get it out of the thing. Oh my god, look at the colour of it as well. How cute is that? So obviously, yeah, it opens up. You can open it up all nice and like make it nice and spacious for them. It's got like a solid base as well, so you can have that on like any flat surface really, and as long as you're supervising them, then it's safe for them to sleep in, which is amazing. You like extend it all out so it's nice and spacious. Like I said, it's got all of those like togs that you can properly have it like really nice and big for them. Has all of the instructions and stuff there. And then if you want to carry them somewhere, because it's got like the solid base and the long straps here, you can actually just carry that upstairs or like wherever you're going, into a different room, which I just really love. And I love the quality of this. It's really nice. Fabric is gorgeous. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to using this actually. There are a few other bits, but one that I'm really looking forward to using is this nappy bag. So I've got like a nappy bag, like diaper bag type thing, which is a rucksack, but I actually always wanted one that was a bit more like girly, a bit more feminine, and I'm actually really looking forward to using this. You can use it as a rucksack as well, which is cool. It's got the straps on the inside, but this one is so much better in terms of the organisation inside. I think you won't be able to see, but there's like dividers and loads of things for like bottles, and I just feel like this is going to be really good for like days out in the summer especially. And I'm thinking like going to the beach in the summertime, obviously when we've got like toddler and a newborn, having a big bag like this is going to come in really handy. And yeah, I love it. I really like this. And it came with like straps too, like I said, attach, like you can have it like over your shoulder, long strap. You can have it as a rucksack, but there's also these ones to go on the buggy, which We all know these are absolutely amazing. Hang everything off the buggy if you can. But yeah, those are just some extra bits that have come through the post recently, and it's just like I'm trying to like balance you, and you're like literally lent up against some stuffed animals right now that George absolutely loves. He's given these to baby sister. These are the ones that baby sister is allowed. Like I said before, I was going to update you on my midwife appointment, which I don't know about any other second time mums, but my midwife appointments are very short and sweet second time round. Like the first time round, it was during COVID and stuff, and I feel like because I was a first time mum, I was obviously quite young, still am quite young, but I definitely got a lot more like attention, and like people were trying to explain a lot more to me, obviously because it was like something that I'd never done before, and I definitely had a lot more questions, whereas this time around I'm like, I don't really have any questions because I've done it before and I'm just expecting it to be the same. Obviously, yeah, that doesn't always happen. And I am a little bit nervous because basically, I think I said recently as well, George was born at 38 weeks, which for me right now is in a week and a half for this baby, but there is no sign or reason apparently this pregnancy that my baby would be born that early, but obviously you just don't know. Once you hit full term, you're full term, and anything could happen. George was born at 38 weeks because I was induced. However, when I was induced with George, I had already lost like my mucus plug, like my cervix was favourable, whatever that is. I think I was already like dilating and stuff, so it was like moving along already. So I think, and then I had a fairly quick like delivery after being induced, so it kind of implied that my body was like almost ready anyway to give birth at that point. So if, you know, that is anything to go by and I still don't need to be induced, fingers crossed. Like I don't really want to be induced, if I'm totally honest. Like my birth plan is to not be, and to go into spontaneous labour and, you know, have it happen that way. There is a small part of me that quite liked the idea of like being booked in and knowing that by the time I leave the hospital I'll have a baby, whether that's a quick induction or not. Like I liked the idea that I knew that was happening. I don't know, just the whole not knowing, and Ash isn't here like during the week, so obviously if I did go into spontaneous labour it would take him 2.5 hours to get here, which makes me a little bit nervous, but equally like I've got plenty of other support around. Like if, you know, the worst was to happen, like I don't know why, but I'm just not as stressed about that. Like I obviously want him to be here. It's more about like childcare for George and getting me to the hospital as well, like those two things. It's like that requires at least 2 people, and obviously, yeah, if Ash isn't here, he can't be one of those people, which is, yeah, just a little bit like, oh okay, what if that actually happens? But yeah, it's just one of those. Ash has got 2 weeks off on paternity leave after that, and then he's going to go back to work away in the week for I think it's like 2 months, or 3 months maybe, and then he's leaving that job and has some more time off, and then he's going to start a new job, which means he'll be back every single night, which will be really weird but really welcome by that point, I'm sure. But yeah, other than that, in terms of like my birth plan and stuff like that, it's basically I just want it to be very similar to how it was before. Very little like intervention. Although I had the induction last time, it was only the pessary, and then I had my waters popped, and then that was it. Like everything else was fine. I didn't have to have the drip or anything like that. If I did have to have the oxytocin drip this time for an induced labour, I would be asking for an epidural before, I think. I probably would ask for the epidural just because I'm really scared of like the really sporadic painful contractions, and I know that's probably the wrong mindset to have, and my hypnobirthing practice would tell me to not have that mindset, but equally hypnobirthing and stuff like that is all about empowering you to make the decisions that are right for you. And I feel like having done it before, I asked for the epidural before, but that was when I was in the transition. So I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but I've heard about this recently. During labour, when you're really close to actually giving birth, when you're in active labour and you've reached your limit and you're like, oh my gosh, I literally cannot do this anymore, it's called transition. And women generally at that point say they want to go home, they want their mum, they need an epidural, and like they just basically ask for all of this stuff and like just really have reached their like pain threshold and their limit. I definitely experienced that last time, so I asked for the epidural and it didn't come, and then literally 10 minutes later pushed George out. So it was yeah, an experience, but at least now I'll know that that's how I felt if that kind of happens again, that's how I felt last time, and maybe that will like spur me on to like just carry on. And if it is pretty much like last time, then gas and air hopefully should see me through. I have also packed my hospital bag, and that video should be up on my channel already, so go and check that out if you haven't already. Let me know if I've missed anything vital on that video, because I can't really remember like what I need. I did, however, watch my hospital bag video back when I packed for George, and I'm pretty sure I packed quite well. For that, like from memory, it was everything that I needed, and everything was nice and organised, which this time I feel really organised with my bag and how everything's packed and all that kind of stuff as well. So fingers crossed I have got everything. But yeah, worst comes to worst, it's not COVID times, so with George, like my husband couldn't come in and out of the room much. Like it was all this, like, it was really weird, wasn't it? I don't know if any of you guys gave birth in 2020, but it was all a bit crazy. Whereas now, like, there's a big shop in the hospital, like he could just go to the shop and like get something for me if we absolutely needed, so it's less like of a stress, I think. Before I go, I just wanted to share my discount code with you again for HelloFresh. It is amazing that you get 60% off your first box and then 25% off the next 2 months worth of food, which is honestly such a good deal. I adore the HelloFresh meals that we've been getting recently, and I really love the sort of Asian inspired street food ones. But yeah, the QR code is up on the screen and I'll pop it down in the description box as well. Yeah, anyway, I think I'm gonna leave this vlog here and then catch up with you a little bit later in another vlog, my 37-week pregnant vlog, which will be probably one of my next videos on my channel. Like I said, my hospital bag video is already up, so that is there ready for you and waiting. I can't believe we're at this point already. I can't believe I'm on maternity leave. Like I just feel happy, and I'm really excited for this like next stage. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch up with you really soon in the next one. Bye.